Welcome to Lesson 22. Today we are learning async and await. This is how Dart handles operations that take time, like network calls, file reads, and database queries. If you are building Flutter apps, you will use this in almost every screen. Let me explain what asynchronous programming actually means. When you make a network call, it takes time. Maybe 1 second, maybe 5. You don't want your app to freeze while waiting. That's where future comes in. A future is a promise. It says, I don't have the value right now, but I will later. Think of it like ordering food at a restaurant. You get a receipt immediately, but the food arrives later. The async keyword marks a function as asynchronous. The await keyword pauses execution until a future completes. But here is the important part. While awaiting, Dart can do other work. Your app stays responsive. And when you need to run multiple futures at once, Future.wait runs them all in parallel. This is a massive performance boost. Let's look at the code. First, fetch username takes an ID and returns future string. The async keyword after the parameter list makes it asynchronous. Inside, await future.delayed simulates a 1-second network delay. Then it returns a string. Fetch user score does the same but with a shorter delay. In main, notice the async keyword. Main itself is async. We call await fetch username 42. The code pauses here until the name arrives. Then await fetch user score with that name. This is sequential awaiting, one after another. But look at the next part. Future.wait takes a list of futures and runs them all simultaneously. 3 user fetches happening at the same time. Instead of 3 seconds, it takes just 1. That's parallel execution. This pattern is critical for loading multiple API calls on a single screen. The output shows the flow clearly. App started prints immediately, then fetching user 42 as the first await begins. Name user 42 arrives after the simulated delay. Score 70 comes from the sequential second call. Then all 3 parallel fetches start simultaneously. Notice all 3 fetching messages appear together, and the results arrive as a list. That's Future.wait in action. Here is what you need to remember. Async marks a function as asynchronous. Await pauses until the future resolves, but keeps the app responsive. Future.wait runs multiple futures in parallel for speed. You will use this pattern constantly in Flutter. API calls, database queries, file operations, all async practice this one. It is foundational. Like and subscribe. Next up, streams.